Wait, Sonic doesn't need a car. Stupid game. Oh great, another racing game by Sonic. Hey, wait, that's Vice. That's Vice! What? Amy and... Wait, what's going on here? A Sky to Arcadia X Sonic racing game? Well, I guess that's kinda cool. Ah. Wait, what? They're flying. They're flying in a plane. Their car turned into a plane. Okay. Wait, it's not AI. It's not AI. It's from Super Monkey Ball. It's a boat. That's for Golden Axe. What's going on here? It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. And it's Dr. Eggman. And I bet he's gonna fail at something in the next 10 seconds. Yeah. You never disappoint me, Sega. Except for the last 10 or so years. Welcome to Amaze Me, the unofficial best show on the internet. Today we are reviewing
Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformer.
Now,
Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformer.
It's a racing game that draws parallels with the Mario Kart series. The game is developed by Sumo Software, a British company based in Sheffield. Sumo Software is an independent developer that works for many different publishers, such as Codemasters and EA. So how does
Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformer
rank up? Is
Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformer
worth its price? And will
Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformer
amaze me? And I think we can kill that joke now. So before we start, let's get into how we're going to be grading this game that shall not be named. You may have seen reviews before, but I have my own criteria and formula on how to judge the quality of a game. Do note that there is not one person on this planet capable of being 100% objective, so that's why I'm going to explain as much of this racing title as I can, and hopefully by the end you form your own opinion. So, the categories that I will be reviewing
Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformer
with, I said stop! Are gameplay, controls, graphics, music, appeal, where I'll be talking about the use of its brand, and my favourite part, the clincher, which is whether I think this game is something that you can spend a long and happy relationship with. Then I'll give the final grade. This score will not necessarily be an average of all these categories. For example, I typically will put gameplay over graphics, so I'd adjust the final score accordingly. So let's begin. Step up to the stage, Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transform, and let's see if you amaze me.
Get ready! 3, 2, 1, go!
So All-Stars Racing Transformed is an interesting addition to Sega's lineup. As the sequel to Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, Transformed brings so much more to the table. Apart from generally smoothing out some of the gameplay elements and making the game look absolutely beautiful, Transformed brought in a big change that set it apart from its competition. The new addition is the transforming idea is just so goddamn awesome! And you can see that Sumo put so much work into making this a centric part of the game, with changing stages and interesting effects. Each transformation has different controls that you will need to be able to instantly adapt to. For example, the boat will maintain momentum in the water and will end up hitting the sides of the track if you're not careful, and transforming into the plane means that you need to adapt to controlling another axis of movement instantly. These mechanics make the game so much more interesting to play and keeps the race exciting. I mentioned before that the game draws parallels with the Mario Kart series, and that's because they share the genre of kart racing games. Titles in this genre often involve the use of items on the run in order to either speed yourself up or slow down your opponents. Transformed is no exception to this, bringing its own arsenal of weapons. Although some items can be directly linked to Mario Kart, such as the firework, boost, blowfish and drone, the comparison stops there. So can we please stop calling every kart racer that comes out a rip-off of Mario Kart? Anyways, Transformed has some unique items, such as the Hot Rod, the Swarm or Sky Tigers as the game sometimes calls them, and the Glove, which is a self-defense item. There's also super pickups that give you either an upgraded version of an item or twice the amount. One of the key items in Transformed is the All-Star mode, which turns your car invincible for a short amount of time, and you can also launch an attack unique to your character. Your character theme song also plays. However, the controls for All-Star mode are so unsuited to the regular land tracks that it can sometimes end up being a curse rather than a bonus. All-Star mode drops can only be received from item pickups when you're in the bottom few places, but this rarely helps improve your situation and can sometimes even secure you last place. This is a shame, and I feel like it could have been a great way to shorten the gap between players. So now that we know how the game plays, let's see how the game looks. From a PC perspective, I must say that Transform looks brilliant. Sumo has obviously gone for a very smooth look that works well with all the bright colours and lighting. Did I just say lighting? Hell yeah, I said lighting. Seriously, the vibrant colours and incredible lighting effects makes this game so thrilling to watch, and even more so to play. Look at the water, look at those reflections, look at them. However, I must say, although this game's graphics themselves look great, there are some minor cases of overuse. There's the combination of highly detailed and bright stages with boosts that are even brighter to stand out, and a whole lot of effects when you either get hit by or pick up an item. It all makes the game overwhelming in some cases, and I feel like that simplicity would have done them well. Moving on to controls. No, I don't have a lot to say on this, just due to the fact that it's really great. Wait a moment. No. The controls work fine on a controller, not on the keyboard. So at first, I had no idea what the hell I was doing, so I started testing out keys randomly. Soon I found out that I could click space to reverse. The race was on. Eventually I found out that shift was accelerate, which put me back in the race. Drifting and flips were no problem, but the controls really take a hit in the flight sequences. I mean, seriously, who tries to fly a plane with a keyboard? Attention passengers, we'll be having some slight turbulence. Damn it, who shift tabbed? So please remember to buy a controller. This game is not nearly as satisfying without it. Moving on to sound. Yeah, it's good. Elaborating on that, the sound quality is very clear with some great tracks to support the racetrack. There's some issues with voice acting, which I'll get onto later, but overall it's really upbeat and exciting. Now the appeal! This is the part you've been waiting for, I'm sure. As the title suggests, this game is made up of a variety of different Sega characters, branching from Jet Set Radio to Nights into Dreams. The game features a variety of tracks from many of their series, even ones that aren't represented by a character. For example, the track Burning Depths is based off Burning Rangers, the 1998 Sega Saturn game. Sega sure does love reliving the past. Now whilst you've been watching this video, you've probably noticed some strange characters. No, not Knights, she's meant to be like that. I'm referring mostly to Danica Patrick, General Winter, the Spy Heavy and Pyro from Team Fortress, the Football Manager, the Shogun, Willamus, and Wreck-It Ralph. To get Danica Patrick out of the way, there was a cross promotion involved. The same goes for Wreck-It Ralph. You didn't think Sonic was in that movie for no reason at all, right? Now for the rest of them. This is the part where I tell you to buy this game on PC, purely for the extra characters you get. General Winter is from Company of Heroes, the TF2 team are from TF2, Football Manager from Football Manager, the Shogun is from Total War Shogun, and Willimus is from the upcoming game Total War Rome 2. So we can see that this game is also being used as a promotion tool, and I am perfectly fine with that. All of these characters are exclusive to the PC version. Although in the case of TF2, the voice actors are not the original and they are really bloody awful. Somehow they even got the pyro wrong.
Great combo! Firework!
Now you might be thinking that that is it. That's the characters you'll be getting. But let me tell you, I was halfway through with this review when Willimus was added to the game, and there will be more. In fact, Sumo Software put out a challenge to their forum members to start a vote for 3 characters that they would pitch to Sega to be in the game. Personally, I voted for Echo the Dolphin, but it seems like everyone else wanted Ryo Hazuki from Shenmue, Hatsune Miku from Vocaloid, and Segata Sanshiro!
真面目に遊ばぬ奴らには体で覚えさせるぞセガタ三四郎セガタ三四郎セガサタ四郎
And as long as Segata Sanshiro gets in, I can wait for Echo. So where are we up to? I do believe it's time for the clincher. How long can you play this game for? Will you spend 10 minutes on it? Will you spend 10 years? Really not quite sure, but what I can tell you is my personal experience. On my Steam profile I have 18 hours on the game, but that accumulated over time. With short 5-minute races, it's a game that I will constantly go back to. You'll feel the need to challenge the World Tour in order to unlock all the characters. In this World Tour mode, there's a variety of different types of races, such as the boss battle against a tank and drift challenge. The multiplayer is always fun, but you may have troubles finding a server. Now for the final conclusion, the scores. For gameplay, I decided to give this game an 8. The drifting and boosting work really well, and the transforming idea is so brilliantly creative. There are issues in terms of the All-Star mode though. For the graphics, I gave the game a 7.5. Although I raved on and on about how beautiful it was far too overwhelming in some stages. For the controls, I gave it a 10 with a controller and a 3 without. I strongly recommend that you buy a controller for this game. You can also configure it by clicking configure when launching the game from Steam. And for the sound, I gave the game an 8. Although the music is really fast paced and exciting, some voice actors really spoils the characters for me, and some of the recycled clips are distracting. For the appeal, I decided to give it a 9. I didn't like the treatment of Team Fortress, but they are constantly updating the game with new characters and have stages based on so many games, many of which aren't even being made anymore. So, using my highly complicated review score calculator, I have decided that Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed deserves an 8.5 out of 10. I highly recommend you pick up this game. It's one of the best kart races out there, and a game that you can keep coming back to over and over again. Sega and All-Stars Racing Transformed is available on Steam for $20 US, 20 Australian dollars, 20 euros and £15. It is also available on the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, PS Vita, 3DS and Wii U. I would also recommend the Wii U version as it adds extra race modes. So, this is Canipa Possum signing out. Thank you for watching Amaze Me and subscribe for weekly content.